I think I've been patient enough with you. It's time to get back to work. Oh no. Open the door. Hey all you cool creatures. I'm Cryptid. Welcome to the CryptidPlays YouTube channel. And today we are playing Kandinhale. I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce that, but what it is about is that it is a story-driven RPG game in which you have to escape from the clutches of Kandinhale, the company that owns almost the entire consumable market in this idyllic candy world. I do believe it is a horror game made with RPG Maker, which I'm sure you all know by now. RPG Maker horror games are probably some of my absolute favorite kinds of horror games. And there are a few content warnings I have to give you, which include themes about death, blood, violence, implied suicide, mention of substance abuse and prostitution, mild cursing, mild jump scares, syringes, and strong images. So viewer discretion is advised, and without further ado, let's get into it. Oh, it's this our main character? How cute. Oh. Ah! You're finally awake. I was getting worried. Where am I? Don't be upset, you haven't missed anything. I haven't even started the actual exam yet. Before we move you to your new home, we must ensure that you pass the quality control. Quality control? Of course. We can't just export any product. We're a decent company. That sneer you're doing tells me otherwise. We have to make sure that your crumbs are worth the cost of getting you here first. What is this place? My personal studio. My playroom. Not sure I want to play the games you're playing. This is where I do wonders with little misfortunes like you. Now, straighten up, so I can do my work. I like his eyes, by the way. Ah, you've responded wonderfully to the treatment. We will soon proceed with you. It was not a dream? Nope, apparently not. Oh, this is cute. There is a message on the wall. It looks like a date. It says 19XX. It's a newspaper from this year. Kandinhale's new work program. It's a note written with crayons. Would you like to read it? I think I'm losing my mind. How long have I been locked up in this room? Days? Weeks? That crazy doctor said I should stay here a little longer, because it seems I didn't respond well to the treatment. This is ridiculous. None of this was written in the contract, nor was it in the letter I received. They haven't even deigned to give me a pen. I am writing this with 3 used crayons I found under the bed. Luckily, I think I'm close to cracking the code. I just need 2 more numbers. Yes, just that. I overheard the security checker say something about a birthday date. When I get out of here, I'll be able to move back into my comfy cardboard box. Home sweet home, here I come. Ew. It's a wooden bucket. I can guess what that might be used for. And it looks used. Yuck. Yuck indeed. No, impossible. I can't get my body through there. Hey. Ah! Hello? What? How? Who are you? Oh, maybe I should do a bit muffled. Come a little closer. I can't see you well. The rooms are too dark. Oh, cute. Much better. You look healthy. That means you have made it through Dr. Sugar's quality control. Dr. Sugar? The madman who tied me to a stretcher in that sinister clinic? Yes, that's him. I'm so sorry. We all are. We? How many sweets are in here? I don't know exactly. The number usually varies. Sometimes a few arrive, then others leave. Can we get out of here? No. When our buddies are taken away, we never hear from them again. I fear the worst. I'm Toffee, by the way. Toffee's design is so beautiful. Hey, what's going on in there? Quiet. There's still an hour before the melting machine starts working. Melting machine? I don't like the sound of that. For one that comes out right the first time. We can't let you get too agitated before the process. That affects the product. I'm really not liking where this is going. That's Mento, the security checker. He usually does 1 round a day before the Dunot brothers start their shift. He seems to be quite surly, but he's fairly tame. Yesterday was his birthday. He just turned 33. He's one of the youngest workers in the factory, so he still has some energy left. Now he was born in 91? That might work for the numbers. Not as much as Sugar, but enough to be gentle. He didn't seem too gentle to me. Thanks for the info. I'll see if I'm able to get a little comfortable in this hole for now. All right. The door is locked. Would you like to enter the code? Oh boy. It's a table. On top of it, there is a messy pile of papers. They appear to be important documents. Let's look. Patient 1. The patient didn't seem to react aggressively to Dr. Sugar's new treatment. He was already crazy when we made him sign the contract. We had to give him some crayons to keep him distracted. We don't want him to self-injure. It would affect the product. 2. Patient 2. The patient is not ready to be transferred to the melting room yet. He could present symptoms to Dr. Sugar's treatment. The doctor insists that he responds appropriately, but that will be up to me to decide. We cannot put the material at risk. Patient 3, strong reaction to Dr. Sugar's treatment. She must remain under surveillance. It doesn't look good. She will be taken to the waste room when her organs fail completely. Patient 4, strong reaction to Dr. Sugar's treatment. 2 weeks have passed and the body continues to react. If he survives until next week, he'll be transported to the melting room. P.S. I had to confiscate the items he was carrying. The transporters didn't take them away. I threw them in the trash because they were taking up space in my office. Oh, poor thing. Indeed. A cabinet full of medicine bottles. It has a small hole in the corner. A rodent can fit through there. When interacting with patients, 1. Always wear gloves when handling, in order to avoid spoiling the product. Only 1 injection per day. 3. Administer the painkillers only when the patient's pain is unbearable. It's strictly forbidden to engage in conversation with the patients. 5. Their products before their people. 6. You are a worker before you are human. That's creepy. Get me out of here, you bastards. Hey, you're not wearing any uniform. You don't work here. Why did they let you out? I didn't ask for permission. How? I've been punching these bars for days now. I figured out the passcode. What is it? Open this door or I'll break that silly muffin face of yours. Sorry, it seems that the cells have different codes. Damn it, I didn't want this. I never wanted to be rehabilitated. I did it only for her. I didn't want to be a burden, so I started looking for a job. And look at where that got me. At the back of a dirty, dark cell. I feel like when I was in the can. You have to get me out of here. Sorry, I have to go. Wait! Don't go. I have one request. The tousle-haired prick took my stuff away. I don't care about anything else, but I need to get my wallet back. What do you want your wallet for? What good are the chocolate coins in here? I don't care about the money. All I want is to get something important back. Please, you must help me get it back. Okay, alright. I'll see what I can do. Hey, are you okay? How did you get out of your cage? Shh, keep your voice down. I think the security checker is still nearby. Sorry, I just need to get out of here. Can you open my door? Ah! It's not the same password. I'm sorry. I thought living on the street was the worst thing that could happen to me, but this is terrible. I'm so scared and this rash won't let me sleep. Rash? The doctor said I tasted very sour, so he injected me with something to soften it. I don't know what he's putting in my checkups, but my whole body itches. I'll see what I can do. I want to go back outside. At least with what I was earning during the night, I could support myself. Oh, how did you get out? Can you try to open my cell too? Sure, give me a moment. The code is not the same. That's what I was afraid of. I'll see what I can do. Thank you. Found the keys of the waste room on the rest area. I leave them hanging near the clinic door, Connor. When is the elevator going to be fixed? It hasn't been working for months. Anon. They look like pamphlet remnants. It looks like the flyer for a discarded product. Candy Boom, soda for everyone. There are some annotations. Experts began to ask questions. We cannot sell this product. We were asked where we got the sweetness from. We need to sell something less solid. Or, well, liquid. A thick, suspicious liquid is dripping from the pipe. Looks like an ID reader. The ID key has to be somewhere. Strange heat comes from the other side. The door is closed. There must be some way to open it. Looks like the melting room. I see. Let's try this way first. Believe! Break room rules. Avoid excessive noise. It's forbidden to bring food from the outside. Only products made by the company will be allowed to be eaten on the property. 3. Keep the space clean. Connor is strictly forbidden from bringing any more motivational cat posters to the factory. How sad! It's a vending machine. A soda costs 1 chocolate coin. My pockets are empty. Too bad. Yeah. Looks like someone has been loitering and hasn't picked up the chairs. It's a bunch of defective photocopies. Slightly old television. Do you want to turn it on? A time of relaxation for many workers means that it is time to enjoy a Kandinhale. And as they know the pleasure of tasting a good and delicious Kandinhale, I missaid that first, they always choose this one over any electronic cigarette. In a nationwide survey of workers in all areas, they were asked, "What cigarette do you smoke?" Once again, the brand named most was Kandinhale. Yes, according to this nationwide survey, more workers smoke Kandinhale than any other electronic cigarettes. Why not switch to Kandinhale for the next 30 days and see what difference it makes in your smoking enjoyment? See how Kandinhale will agree with your throat. See how sweet and delicious a cigarette can be. On the table is the company's flagship product, the Kandinhale inhaler. I don't smoke, but I must admit that just looking at it makes me want to start doing it. Don't. This is not the time to sit down. Employee of the Month, a collection of photos of the employees of the month from the last few years. Like a file cabinet, it's locked. Trash surrounded by garbage. Yeah. 1 chocolate coin. A poster. A busy worker is a happy worker. 1 chocolate coin. Soda. Nice. Old fan. Okay. Restroom. Trash. Something sticky at the bottom. Ew! Moldy toilet paper lying on the floor. Ew. Occupied. Sorry. Wait a moment. Before you go, could you do me a favor? A favor? What kind of favor? I'm a little ashamed to admit this, but I've been having trouble going to the bathroom these past few weeks due to stress. Drinking a soda always makes the process somewhat smoother, but as you can see, it's impossible for me to get out of here right now. Would you be so kind as to bring it to me? Yeah, I can do that. Can you give me a coin? You see, I left my wallet at home. Could you pay for it? I promise I'll compensate you if you do. I'm not going to leave you empty-handed. Okay. Thank you, friend. You scratch my back and I'll scratch yours. You know where to find me when you get it. You're in luck? I have one. Hello again, my friend. Did you get what I want? Yes. Yes, here's your soda. You passed the drink under the cabin. Ah, thank you, friend. You are very kind. You just made my day, and promises are promises, so... The stranger passes you something from under the cab. Their hands are sweaty. There you go. I was using it to help bring the thing down. If you know what I mean, but it didn't do much. I'm sure you'll put it to better use. You've received skin cream. This is nasty. Someone has painted this mirror. Don't forget your origins. We exist to live. A dirty mop. So what happens? Well, let's go down here first. Printer. It looks like it has paper in it. Would you like to use it? Yes. What did we get? No paper. Paper? Meow. I might have to censor a little bit this, but just so you know, there's a very crude drawing of a certain appendage. There are a bunch of post-its on the wall. Excuse me. Boxes are closed. They appear to be materials. It's a good logo, isn't it? Are you having fun? Yes. No. Mento's office. The door is locked. Variety of pamphlets with the company's advertisements on the table. Okay. Restricted area. Authorized personnel only. Sorry, elevator's out of order. I can still press the button. Faint light is visible on the other side. There must be some way to open it. ID reader. The ID key has to be somewhere. Alright, let's see what happens when we get caught. Pipe leads down. Ugh, what's that smell? Hey! How did you escape? Let's take you back to your room. I should be more careful. So that's all that happens. I was hoping for a game over. Okay. Easy enough. Hang in there, baby. Your voice on the other side. That's the X-Files theme. Don't move so much, dear. I wouldn't want to go through the wrong vein. Ah, you are an exquisite specimen. I am sure you will respond marvelously to the treatment. And if you don't, well, we'd see what to do with all that meat. No, please! What are you going to do with that? Please! Empty candy wrappers. They do not appear to belong to Kandinhale. Bags leak a suspicious liquid. Looks like an old electrocardiogram machine. It doesn't work. The key. Yes, let me take that. Yuck, what's that smell? It's like rotten candy. They look like the remains of something or someone. When life leaves you hanging, don't quit. Hang in there, baby. It's a used stretcher. It's an intravenous IV drip with a bag filled with liquid. The blood appears thicker than normal. Are those mushrooms? Enclosed boxes do not open, belong to Connor. You're on my side, right? Do I have a choice? Oh, what's with the face? I don't like to talk behind Sugar's back about this. Forget about Sugar. Sugar no longer exists. We need to be patient with him to remind him that if you don't stop insisting, we'll never get out of here. You are impossible. Always have been. Uh-oh. Oh, he didn't notice me. Use surgical equipment, okay. Is that a bone in there? How did you get out of the refrigerator? Wait a minute, you're not a corpse. And you don't look like you work here either. Leave me alone, I'm not having a good day. I'm not going to be the one to take you back to your cell. That's not my work. You know the security checker? Mento. Yes, we met in college. I never liked him very much. He's a strange guy. But he was Sugar's best friend, and if I wanted to be his friend too, I had no choice but to tolerate him. I guess we became close somehow during that whole process. They say loving comes by looking, or however you call it. I shouldn't tell you this, but we're both sick of this place. I need to stop by his office to pick something up, but I know if I run into him in the hallway, I'll have one of my fits. Can you bring me the letter of resignation on my name that's on top of his desk? I'm Connor, by the way. Here, this is the key to his office. You received the key to Mento's office, then what's the other key do? There's an open notebook. It looks like someone has written on it. Yeah. Entry 1. This is my first week working at Kandinhale. I thought they weren't going to hire me as Mento is also working here. The boss told me it was okay because I would be moved downstairs and he would be forced to wear a mask to avoid any reaction. Since the accident, I can't get close to him. I should have stepped aside in time. 2. Entry 2. Hi, notebook. I don't like to call you a diary because I know that if I had a diary, others would laugh at me, especially Mento. He thinks these things are stupid. Speaking of Mento, I had the opportunity to see him and Sugar, who work upstairs. I miss talking to them so much. Okay, it's not like I did that much before I came here, but at least I could see them from afar. This place is decrepit, and I feel even more isolated than I did at college. 3. One of the corpses brought to me today was in such bad condition that I had to put it directly into the furnace without being able to perform an autopsy. How am I going to report the changes produced by the experimental treatment if Sugar won't stop destroying the product? I hope this doesn't become a regular occurrence because of the mold. The corpse smelled worse than usual. 4. Entry 4. I came rushing to write a tragedy notebook. Sugar had an accident with one of the machines in the melting room. I found him lying on the floor, agonizing, covered in his own blood. Sugar, my poor Sugar, I alerted our superiors right away, and that day, the factory reduced its production for the first time in years. Mento went with me to visit him after his surgery. It was a harsh image. The doctors thought he wouldn't be able to keep going, but his will to live brought him back to life. Sugar, oh Sugar, now you are but a shadow of your old self. I just know things will never go back to how they once were. Getting here was the beginning of your demise. Oh dear. Seems the mold doesn't just wreak havoc on people, this place is a mess. That's sad. Trash surrounded by garbage. Let's look. A wallet. Oh. A bookshelf. Among all the self-help volumes, you find something that catches your eye. It's the security checker's diary. 1. Dear Diary, it's been a while since I've written. Do you remember how excited I was about getting a job? Well, I'm in, thanks to Sugar. It's only been a year since we graduated, a year since the sneeze accident. It seems like yesterday. I'm not going to say I miss college because I'd be lying to you. I'm glad I got rid of all the absurd assignments the professor gave us, but I feel like nothing is how it used to be. I miss spending afternoons in the park with Sugar, complaining about the present and dreaming of a better future. Is this the better future we had ahead? Work, work, and more work. It's been a year since we graduated, a year since I lost myself among claim forms and plastic cups. Sugar seems to be doing better than me. Yesterday the boss called him into his office, and today he came to tell me with joy that he's being transferred downstairs. Who am I going to talk to when I'm not delivering coffee? Of course I hid my displeasure and gave him a smile under the mask. I hate this mask. If I had known this could happen, I wouldn't have gotten so close to Connor. Anyway, Diary, here's the story. Since Sugar's gone and you're the only one who listened to me, I'll try to come back often. We have some catching up to do. It's a photo from the university. Okay, reading takes like a while. I will just kind of let you pause and read these, because talking out loud takes a hot minute. Letter on the table. It appears to be the resignation letter Connor told you about. Yeah, let's take it. There's 7 endings. I don't know what triggers them, but we will find out. Office supplies. How strange. It's a promise. Is something wrong? It's just... I think by getting me out of here, you expect something from me I can't give you. I can't be your friend, Mento. You have to understand that. I know your intentions are good, but I can't stay with someone who has helped in such horrible things. I am as much a victim as everyone here. How would I sleep at night knowing that I have let this continue? We can't remain silent. You stupid boy. We can't talk about it either. Do you think Kandinhale doesn't have the resources to find us if we tell the truth? I'm sorry, Mento. Our paths can never come together. Hey, is this your wallet? You handed the wallet back. Yes, that's the one. He eagerly grabs it between the bars and proceeds to open it. He pulls out a photograph from inside. I'm sorry, Mom. I screwed up again. I promised you I would do something with my life and I'm locked up again. Thanks. This means a lot. I will never forget it. I'm Lick. It's a pleasure. Like licorice? The pleasure is mine, Lick. I shouldn't tell you this, but I heard some workers refer to the work program as a way to get free material. Something tells me we're not here for what we think we are. I'm starting to have the same feeling. Nothing pisses me off more than being taken for an idiot. Thanks again for everything. Here, take this. A user password. I think it's a password. I took it away from the suckers who started talking in front of my cell about the program. I also thought it was for the cell, but I tried it and it doesn't work. They mentioned something about a computer. I think it's going to be more useful to you. Thank you. Mento. Sorry. I didn't see you there. I was thinking about stuff. Oh wait, hold on. Skin cream. Here, I found this. Apply it gently to the irritated area. It should make you feel better. You handed over the skin cream. Oh, thank you, darling. Let me try it. Ah, much better. Thank you for taking the time. It was no big deal. With all this itching, I haven't been able to present myself properly. I am Madame Pastel. My pleasure, Mrs. Pastel. Oh, darling, the pleasure is mine. What would have happened to me without you? I've never liked asking for help. I feel like a burden. I guess this is the attitude that allowed some of my clients to take advantage of me on several occasions. Oh, not just my clients. Look at me. If I had asked for help earlier, I wouldn't be in such a position. This is not easy. The streets are cold. The men are cruel. If you don't make yourself accessible, you won't have access to the money either. You have to play their game, and their game often involves not asking for help or saying no. Sorry. I'm probably boring you with my monologue. Here, take this for the inconvenience and your kindness. One of the guards dropped it as they were walking past our cells. I tried to use it on my door, but it sure doesn't work. The locks can only be opened with a code. I think it's from a file cabinet. They took some documents from the table and went into the hallway in a hurry. One can only assume. I hope you find it more useful. Cabinet key. Oh, the key Mrs. Pastel gave me fits. Shelf do you want to check first? Top shelf. Look at this. Unnamed man. We took him off the street. He's a test subject. He put up no resistance when we told him he would have a place to sleep and something to eat. Toffee Malaza. I received the letter in my mailbox and saw it as an opportunity. I need to save money so I can pay off my college debts. Thank you for contacting me. Cherry cake. The letter arrived at the bar I was working at. It's time for a fresh start. I called the number on the letter and they got back to me right away. Thank you very much for this second chance, Kandinhale. Lick Pontefract. I need a job? Duh. This a casual photo or an advertisement? How old is this photo? Candy Boom, I remembered that drink. It was very cloying. Mr. Do-It-All. If I run out of time, I will, you know, do this again without, I will do this again without, talking. You handed Connor the resignation letter. Thank you. Are you okay? What? Oh, yes, sorry. I'm just thinking about this. I don't think Mento knows what this implies. If you don't want to quit, why do you listen to him? I am terrified of being trapped here forever. I'm nothing but a slave to my desires. I have lost myself in this longing feeling. This letter of resignation is an opportunity to start over. And if it goes wrong, I guess I won't have to worry about this rotten heart anymore. Here, take this. I won't be needing it anymore. There we go. By the way, I'm sorry if my voice got a little weird for a bit. I've been dealing with allergies today. This is the key. There. We insert the card into the reader. The door should be open now. What is this place? The heat is overwhelming. Uh-oh. What a lovely surprise. You. Me. Stay away. You're an unscrupulous lunatic. Such harsh accusations. I'm just doing my job. What kind of job has its newcomers in these conditions? Newcomers? Don't fool yourself. You don't work here. You are just in transit. What do you mean? Oh dear. Did you really think Kandinhale would open its doors to anyone? What about the Kandinhale work program? A temporary solution due to supply shortages. You're a monster. Call me all you want. Let those be your last words. Oh no. The aisle splits in two. I can't waste any more time. The doctor is snapping at my heels. Let's go this way. Those look like lockers. I'm sure one of these belonged to Dr. Sugar. And find a moldy sandwich. Ew. This locker is abandoned, but it still has a lock on it. No. Slightly open, it's empty. Rusty locker, looks quite battered. Don't know the code. This locker seems to be a bit more pampered. I don't know, so I'll try later. Oh, a maze? Old chair. Mindset is everything. Shelf full of sacks. 9 containers. Cardboard box. Spare parts. Falling apart. It sure is. Rats in the thing, of course. Pamphlet remnants. Shower room. You peek inside and then hear a distant murmur. Oh no, it's him! Uh-oh. I'm not going to look for that candy. Let the company take care of it. They have hired security guards for a reason. I just want to go home and take off this stupid mask. Uh-oh. Sorry. I didn't know you were gonna finish the shift so quickly. I can come back later when you're done and... No! I mean, no. Did you give any thought to what we talked about? I did. And you're right. We must leave without him. I have the letter. Good. Tomorrow we'll hand it over upstairs. I'm sure that with all the strikes and the escaped product, they don't take much account of this either. I hope you're right. Do you think they could do to us what they do to those in the work program? I don't know, Connor. I don't know. Whatever happens, I want you to know I'm sorry. You shouldn't judge a book by its cover, and that's what I did when I first met you. I was so jealous of your friendship with Sugar that I let envy consume me. If I'm going to die, I want to do it with a clear conscience. I didn't know that. I thought you were avoiding me because you were jealous of my grade on that math test. What test? Never mind. I'm sorry too. It wasn't my intention to sneeze on you with the whole campus and stir up a new allergy. I know those attacks wouldn't be so hard to control if I hadn't gotten so close to you. I never disliked you. Quite the opposite, actually. I guess it's never too late to try again. You, me, and Toffee. You, me, and Toffee? That's the boy in the cell. Why do you care so much about him? I know one of the rules is no talking to the product, but when you spend so much time filling out reports in front of the cells, it's bound to happen. Toffee's a bright young man. He doesn't deserve to be here. The Kandinhale work program was supposed to clear the street of scoundrels and create employment. How is it possible that a boy like him was allowed to sign such a contract? The more I talked to him, the more I saw myself reflected in him. That was the straw that broke the camel's back. Candy Boom's complaints, the arrival of desperate people at the work program, and the attitude of Sugar. I couldn't take it anymore. When you told me you were tired of it too, I saw an opportunity. It was now or never. I told Toffee what my plan was before I even talked to you, and I promised him I would get him out of here. I even promised to pay off his college debt and finance his studies. A mind as brilliant as his should not be lost for lack of savings. Oh, whoops. I just hope you know what you're doing. I'm leaving now. I don't want to be here when Sugar catches that poor Candy. I'll be leaving soon, too. I need to prepare myself mentally for tomorrow. Good night, Mento. Good night. I really have no idea what's gonna happen when the timer runs out. Looks like someone's locker, whoever it belongs to. Spiderwebs. Well, it seems to be broken. Buttons and levers. Hey, how did you get out of your room? There's no time. Bring Sugar. Come here, you rascal. Not again. I didn't expect to see you in such company. The guards told me you caused quite a stir out there. You had me fooled. Who would have thought you'd be such a big deal? The substance probably didn't know what it was supposed to do because you don't know how to stay still. You're so stubborn. And for what reason you ended up right at the beginning. It's rare to meet people like you in your circumstances. Ambition often leads to success. Too bad you don't know how to approach it. Tell me, did you really think roaming around the halls was going to get you through? If you had told me earlier that you liked playing cat and mouse so much, I would have played along. Do you know how expensive it is to get the materials? And how hard it is to get the serum to work the first time? Oh, you're an exceptional case. Losing you would have meant losing a whole month of production. The boss wouldn't like that. What position would that put me in? How humiliating. Thank goodness it didn't happen. Let's get this over with. Stretch your arm for your second dose. The melting machine is ready for you. Time for relaxation for many workers means it's time to enjoy a Kandinhale. And as they know the pleasure of tasting a good and delicious Kandinhale, they always choose this one over any electronic cigarette. In a nationwide survey of all workers in all areas, they were asked, "What cigarettes do you smoke?" Once again, the brand named most was Kandinhale. Yes, according to the nationwide survey, more workers smoke Kandinhale than any other electronic cigarette. Why not switch to Kandinhale for the next 30 days and see what difference it makes in your smoking enjoyment? Smoking Kandinhale products will make you look hotter and cooler, just like me. See how Kandinhale will agree with your throat. See how sweet and delicious a cigarette can be. Smoking is cool again. Good lord. Like the good old days. Kandinhale. Thank you for visiting and trusting us. Don't forget to pick up your Kandinhale goods on your way out. This new Kandinhale inhaler is a hit. Muffin flavor. Oh god. While doing this, I did miss an entry, so Mento and I have been talking and he has convinced me to write a letter of resignation. I'm nervous, I don't know how the boss will take it. He can't do the same thing to us as he does to the patients, can he? There are people outside waiting for us at the end of the shift. I'm a worker, not a product. I tried to talk some sense into Sugar, but he got very violent, and I admit I got scared. Mento says to let him be, and that we can go without him. I don't want to do that. Since we're here again, I have a lot more time to explore, so I'm gonna do that. Wall's leaking. The water coming out is boiling. Oh. The diploma. Congratulations to the class of 2014. A lot of buttons. You don't understand what purpose they serve. I don't have a good feeling about this. Note 1. Class of 2014 has finally graduated. I still remember when I first entered college. Luckily, it's all over and I'll finally be rewarded. The scholarship I applied for has given me direct access to the most important company in the city, Kandinhale. How happy I was when I found out I got it. Working at Kandinhale is the dream of anyone with attitude. Their products cover the entire market and their name just keeps growing and growing. I was talking to Mento and convinced him to send his resume as well. I'll get him in from the inside. I wouldn't like to start this new phase in my life without a teammate. What does note 2 say? Turns out that weird guy from class has also joined the company, Connor. I had a chance to get to know him a little better during our senior year, and I'll admit, he's nice, I guess. But I don't know if I consider him a friend. He, however, does. Today, September 19th, he wished me a happy birthday. That would be 9/19. When did I tell him it was my birthday? Now I feel bad because I don't know his. Mento told me his was on March 10th. Of course he knows. He feels terrible for sneezing on him. Anyway, I didn't expect to find him here. I guess I'm glad to see some familiar faces now that I've been moved downstairs into the factory. Apparently Kandinhale wasn't as inaccessible as I thought. As soon as I have a moment, I'll come over to say hello. This is non-stop. I've considered staying overnight in the clinic they have given me. And it's old and makes a strange noise. Badly fogged, but on the other side you can see a giant oven. You quickly turn away and wipe your forehead because the heat is unbearable. Leaks everywhere. Board is full of scribbles. 20 ? So many buttons. It seems none of them work. The gears make a strange noise when the air comes out, excuse me. It's an old and worn boiler. Some notes on top of the box, yeah. Note 3, the other day I had the pleasure of running into Mento again. He confessed that he too has been feeling very lonely since my relocation, and that he has no one to talk to in the office. I told him to convince the boss to move him downstairs, that despite the smell, it wasn't so bad here. He shrugged his shoulders at the idea, which didn't seem to amuse him. I don't know what's wrong with him. I'm so happy with Kandinhale. They keep telling me how well I work and how necessary I am to the company. The only thing I can complain about is the salary, but I'm sure if I work twice as hard, I'll get a raise. Yes, I'm writing this from the boiler room. In the end, I was serious about sleeping in the factory. When they close, I hide here so the guards don't see me, and so the next morning I'm the first to show up at the company. Who needs a life when you have a job? There seems to be another unfinished note underneath. Pamphlet remnants. Pamphlet remnants. Oh, I'm here again. Okay. Old machine that's out of service. Boxes appear to hide food that does not belong to the company. An old empty vending machine. It does not belong to Kandinhale. Closed. Dirty robe. Personal photos. It's a candy corn. Mug reads to the best and the world. Large table full of buttons and levers. You can see the next room from here. You approach the box and realize that it's slightly open. Do you want to grab it? Yeah. Stick your hand into the darkness of the box's insides and poke around a bit. Do your fingers touch something slimy and soft? Organic waste. Safety helmets. Safety standards. Mandatory use of personal equipment. Personal protective equipment. 2. Regular security training. 3. Maintenance of equipment and tools. 4. Safety signage and visual communication. 5. Cleanliness and order in the workplace. Hazardous substance control. Clear emergency procedures. 8. Periodic risk assessment. 9. Physical and mental health promotion. Promoting a culture of safety. Let's make Kandinhale a safe place for everyone. Cabinet. Machine is shut. Thanks for recycling. Thanks to you, the world is a better place. Where was the lock? Oh, I'll go back. I told Toffee what my plan was before I even talked to you and promised him I would get him out of here. I think you are doing too much. He said the same thing. I just hope you know what you're doing. I'm leaving now. I don't want to be here when Sugar catches that poor Candy. I'll be leaving soon, too. I need to prepare myself mentally for tomorrow. Good night, Mento. Good night. Those look like lockers. Alright. Doors open. Ooh, keys to the melting room. Seems to be something else inside. That one was 2014, by the way. If you want to reach in, yes. Note 5. Hello, I'm back. Those 5 days off have been very revitalizing. After my long vacation, I'm ready to come back to work. Being in the hospital has made me think. Mr. Pretzel says that since my face has been disfigured, I can no longer appear in the company's advertisements, which means I have more time to do my work. The accident has only brought me good things. He also says he's going to implement a new method to get material, a more legal looking one. He calls it the Kandinhale work program. We'll have to see it. 6. Since I've been back, things have only gotten better. The boss says I'm more active than ever and the work program is a success. Mento also says I've changed, but he doesn't seem as happy as Mr. Pretzel. I don't care. Who needs friends when you have an undefined position at Kandinhale? Empty. Don't know. Tried all the choices I have, so I don't know how to unlock those. What a shame. I could probably find some more interesting stuff, but, you know. Alright, the melting room. Ah, the heat was coming from here. What is this? Isn't it beautiful? Is this where you bring all of your victims? It sounds pretty cruel coming from you. I give them a merciful death and a purpose in their broken lives. How can you say that? How can't you see Kandinhale's vision? The world works thanks to each piece fulfilling its function. Those who choose to join the work program are gears that have decided to start functioning again. Everything in place as it should be. The only thing you are accomplishing with this is delaying the inevitable. And foolish me, I play along. I think I've been patient enough with you. It's time to get back to work. Oh no. Open the door. I can't. I don't know how to open it. Open the door. You can hear his melted fingernails trying to sink into the metal. You don't know what you're doing. You are making a big mistake. This company will go down in flames with me. Kandinhale needs me. The boss needs me. There's no other like me and never will be. Open the door. You can hear the candy bubbling on the other side of the door. It burns. The flames. Open the door! You're making a big mistake. Ugh! Ew. My hands. My fingers. How can I work like this? You have no idea what you've done. I've let myself be fooled by that biscuit face. How cruel you can be. Just the way Kandinhale likes them. It doesn't matter. If I can't be the employee of the month, I'll be the product of the month. Ha 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 ha. This company will not get rid of me so soon. No more commercials, no more changes of plans. I have transcended. Kandinhale is nothing without me. It and I will be one. We'll be one. You can hear the body inside the oven melting. What was once a nervous chuckle is now nothing more than a muffled murmur. Dr. Sugar has become a bubbling mass of burned candy. The sweet gases rise to the roof of the oven and escape through a narrow chimney at the back. You feel as if you've just seen a ghost leaving its body. The machine has turned off again. You receive Sugar's ID. The machine is off but still making noise. You pass the key through the reader. Doors open. Where is everyone? Dig this music, though. Oh, I see. The place is closed now. What do you mean we are already closed? Damn, I got stuck in the factory again. We're fine. What a relief. After I heard all the racket, I thought that crazy doctor did something to you. No, I'm fine. And I'm glad to see you are too. I'm going to get us out of here, Toffee. I believe you. Sweetie, you're all right. What a relief. I am. How's the itching? Much better, thanks to you. Though I admit I'm starting to feel sticky. I can't wait to get back to the bar and take a bath. Ah, I know it's not pleasant to see me. Sooner or later it was going to happen. That's what the sugar guy said. Nothing a tattoo won't fix. As soon as I get out of here, I plan on getting a makeover. Good luck with that. Wonder if there's an ending for just staying in the room. Because if there's 7 endings, that's a lot. Cushions have coffee marks. Why kiss a cigarette when you can kiss many flavors? Kandinhale. A promotional banner for Kandinhale's electronic cigarette. You enter the password Lick gave you. It looks like it worked. Which file do you want to check? Accident report? On December 15th, 2023, in the machinery room, the employee Sugar Mint, in charge of processing and checking the product, was severely injured by one of the rusty machines in the melting room. The mechanism gave way due to poor conditions and fell on the staffer, Connor Seltzer. The worker in charge of the residual section was a witness to the incident. I attached the evidence in the document to request medical leave. Oh. Oh. To Executive Director, Sugar has shown his willingness to cooperate. The report will not be released for inspection, but will be filed in case of further inquiry. To Candy Resources Manager, how horrible! I hope this doesn't slow us down. What an awful mess he's made of himself. Tell the advertisers that Sugar can no longer appear in the Kandinhale commercials, as the accident has left his face very distorted. He has lost his natural charm. Medical report and sick leave. The hospital proposed a 4-month leave of absence due to the seriousness of the accident, but the company is willing to give only 5 days. The patient has accepted these conditions and will return to work as soon as he can stand on his feet again. I attached the document with the signature of the employee and the company. To Candy Resources Manager. Perfect. Thank you. Best regards. New IP. From Advertising Department to Executive Director. Good morning. The troubles caused with Candy Boom do not only force us to withdraw it from the market, but also to remove it from the company's list. We can no longer use this name for the sale of new products to be made under the company's IP. Our designers are working on new ideas. Best regards. Confidential. Oh, it's the mold. Ew. Inside are Candy Boom soft drinks. A lot of Kandinhale products on the shelves. The prices seem rather inflated to you. Probably are. The door is locked. It's only an emergency, not yet. Okay. You begin to hear something in the distance. They sound like sirens. Are they coming to help? Who knows? Is it over? Or they're gonna kill all of you. The new Kandinhale inhaler is a hit. Worker died in tragic accident at Kandinhale. Alright, according to the game page, there are 7 endings. I have played through this game off camera like 5 times, and I've only been able to get the 2 endings we already got, so I don't know if the other endings are super well hidden or not implemented yet. But what we're gonna do is get some of the choices that I did not get while playing, because if you go through the game without helping anyone, you can get through it in like 10 minutes. So yeah, we're just gonna go get some of those other choices. Alright, first things first. Let's mess with the printer. Oh, it seems to have less. I didn't read that, but yeah, it said it seems to have less paper, but still enough. Keep wasting paper. Recycling is for suckers. Would you like to use it? Yes. What is that noise? It comes from the entrance. What are you doing with the printer? How did you escape? And now it's out of paper, so yeah, that one's fun. Firstly, y'all should see the dead body here. It's pretty gruesome. It's a decomposing corpse. Alright, hey Connor. Oh, how did you get out of the refrigerator? Do you know Dr. Sugar? We went to college together. He was the top of the class. Once he was an almost friend. Since we joined the company, he has never been the same. They say ambition changes people, but this is ridiculous. We don't even get paid on time. I have nightmares every night with the screams of the poor bastards who are unlucky enough to end up in the hands of Dr. Sugar. Oh my. I don't know why I'm telling you all this. I guess I just needed to get it off my chest. Mento won't listen to me. He says it's a lost cause, but deep down I know he misses the old Sugar too. So anyway, since you've taken the trouble to come all the way down here, could you do me a favor? I need to pick up the letter of resignation on my name from Mento's office. I'd go myself, but I'm too upset not to give myself away. I'll do you the favor of not snitching and you help me escape from this hole. What do you say? I'm Connor, by the way. The name on the letter should be in plain sight. Anyways, we're also gonna mess with the dude in the toilet. Occupied. Hello again, my friend. Did you get what I wanted? No. It's okay, take your time. I'll still be here when you get back. And then... Yes, thank you? Haha, very funny. But I really need it. Please come back when you have the can of soda. I'm not having a good time. Psst, is that you, Fred? I already have the leaflets ready for tomorrow's strike. Remember to bring the paint. I'll bring the pepper spray. Broken toilet, we apologize for the inconvenience. Oh my god. I just realized something. The company name. Kandinhale? It's like candy inhaler. It's for rappers. But do you want to dump your waste in here? Oh no. It looks like that didn't go there. Did you know recycling is really important? It helps to save energy since recycled products dispense with several essential steps in the manufacturing process. In other words, it takes much more energy to extract, refine, transport, and process raw materials than to transform already available recycled materials. According to the U.S. National Institute of Health, it takes 95% less energy to recycle aluminum than to make it from raw materials, while using steel scrap instead of virgin ore. To make new steel requires 40% less water and generates 97% less mining waste. Recycled steel saves 60% energy in production. Recycled newspapers 40%, recycled plastic 70%, and recycled glass 40%. I hope this was clear to you. Try not to get it wrong next time. You have received ecological awareness. That was a mouthful. Anywho, like I said, I have not been able to figure out the other endings. So, basically I'm gonna get a couple more things and then I think my playthrough is over. Now, Darling Toffee's, dialogue does not change. But this lady's does because I did not get her the skin cream. Also, warning, this is pretty disturbing, so just be aware she looks really awful. Sweetie, is that you? Sorry, I can't see you well. The room is too dark. Luckily, the itching has disappeared. I can't wait to see the sunlight again. Oh, poor lady. Anyhow, also the guy with the mohawk, lick, he also says the same stuff, so. Anyways, it's a telephone. It seems to be used to call the upstairs offices. There's a saved voice message. Hello, dear. Mr. Pretzel. It's me, Rosita. I know you are very busy. Running a company like Kandinhale is not easy, and you know I would never interrupt you if it wasn't of the highest importance. It's not as important as our date tonight. Hi. But I must leave the message. Employee Mentolado requests an early meeting in your office. He didn't want to go into details. but I recently heard something about a resignation. If you let me activate the emergency protocol, I'll be happy to take care of it. With all the union's demands, this is already the last straw. I wouldn't want you to have to take care of something so insignificant, too. And you know I'm an obedient and hard-working girl. Oh, it's hee who loves to please you. Well, I hope it remains as a mere request, so we can avoid the trouble. That's all, my little love-filled pretzel. I won't waste any more of your time. See you tonight. I'll wear that polka dot dress you love. That's that. And we can't get into the computer without the password. So, this is the end. Well, alright, before I do my outro, I'm just gonna do my channel member shout out real quick. Thank you so much to my channel members for your support. Not only does it help me, it helps the channel grow and the videos keep coming. I truly appreciate it. Now, this was a neat game. The art was fantastic and I liked the gorier stuff. The developer did a great job with that. Like I said about the endings, I've tried a number of things to try and get the last 5 supposed endings, and I could only get the 2 that we got. So I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know if I'm missing something. I don't know if something wasn't working. But regardless, this was an interesting little foray into a candy-themed horror. I liked the idea of a world of candy people and basically something that I guess is kind of a twist on the Soylent Green as people. The candy inhalers, the vape juice, whatever it's called, I don't vape, is candy people. Their sodas were flavored with candy people. It's a little twist on that kind of trope. And the characters were interesting. You know, I don't know if anything ends happily, but if it does, I hope that they all flourish. Anyhow, if you made it this far, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did like it, please hit that like button, and if you want to see more of me but you haven't yet subscribed, please subscribe. Hopefully I'll be soon back to uploading 3 times a week, and I hope to see you all next time. Bye.